Hi, I'm Olivier Bloch. I'm a program manager in the Azure IoT team. And the video you're watching actually is an introduction to the Azure IoT services and solution. So in the world where people and companies are going through digital transformation, they actually are looking into IoT as one of the factors of that digital transformation or one of the vectors of that transformation. In order for me to walk you through what we have here at Azure for IoT scenarios, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself in the shoes of a company and the various people in that company, from exec to developer, that are going through that process of that digital transformation. And so the first person I'm going to be is the actual exec who's looking at that, hey, how do I go through that transformation of bringing my business from being about selling, in our case, HVAC systems. So my Contoso HVAC system company today sells HVAC systems to big enterprises. And what I want to go towards is actually having something that allows me to extend that business, to change that business model from just selling machines to selling services around these machines. So the actual company is really manufacturing these machines and selling them. And our customers, they receive the machines and then we help them deploy them. And then basically they have to deal with the maintenance and the problems and call us when the problem happens. We come in and we solve the problem, but there's downtime on the systems. There is some inconvenience for not having the HVAC system working and so forth. So what I'm looking into as an exec actually is what are the things that I can do to change that business from being that very traditional selling machines to selling a service around it. And the idea here is to start harnessing the capabilities of Internet of Things solutions. Putting more sensors on these HVAC systems, using the actual ones, gathering that data and leverage the cloud in order to implement very rich analytics. And then being able to remotely monitoring this machine to predict the maintenance that is needed on this machine so that I can no longer be in a reactive mode, but being in a proactive mode. And then sell that service of being proactive and allow our customers to reduce their cost and allow ourselves also to have larger margins and a broader scope in terms of what we sell. So I'm looking at the solutions that are out there and I see very much like interesting topics around data analytics in the cloud and remote monitoring. I also see things as magic as like putting in a HoloLens and allowing some maintenance person to actually visualize data from these machines that are talking to each other and talking to the cloud and then do that maintenance in that proactive and predictive way. So once I've seen all of that, basically I need to understand a bit better where my business is going. So what I want to do is really transform that my HVAC selling solution into selling that as a service. What I want is to be able to monitor the HVAC systems that are deployed at my customers, and then being able to visualize when something's going to go wrong, plan for maintenance in advance, not go do maintenance on a device that does not need it, and really very much like allow my customers to benefit from a full-blown service from HVAC, Contoso HVAC service that will allow them to not have to mind about this solution and system. So I want to remote monitor all of that. I want to have predictive maintenance on my installation, and I want to provide dashboarding and insights to my customers into what's going on. So in order to do that, I heard about Azure IoT. And as an exec, what I'm going to do is actually visit the AzureIoTSuite.com website.